This is the first time to attend what will be a series of events looking at one of the most serious challenges that I think society faces. We're here to talk about financial crime, and most importantly, the impact that it has on societies and the impact that financial crime has on individuals around the world. We at Thomson Reuters invest a lot of time and effort and energy to fight that crime and help our clients fight that crime. We provide much of the information, the big data, the digital systems that help financial institutions and corporations around the world detect financial crime, slavery and fraud, and many of the things that we'll talk about today. We're privileged to be joined tonight by Paul Radu, Executive Director of the Organised Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, otherwise known as OCCRP.
Hi everybody, and thank you very much for this invitation. So what I did in 2010, together with my organization, is I decided to go about investigating the infrastructure that allows for all this money laundering, that allows for all this organized crime to do business as usual. And we started investigating what we called the criminal services industry, which would be groups of formation agents, of bankers, of accountants, of lawyers that were in the service of organized crime and corrupt politicians. Now, that project was quite successful, so we managed to expose what was a turnkey solution, turnkey money laundering solution that was offered to the criminal groups of the world and to corrupt politicians. I'm pretty sure that criminals are much ahead of us, and I'm pretty sure that what we exposed is great. I'm very proud of this work, but it's peanuts. I think there's a lot more that's ongoing right now. And for this, we would need, a lot more help in order to expose the laundromats of the world. It's not just, poor countries from East Europe or Africa or elsewhere. It's everywhere, because in the end, by allowing the laundromats, the power of organized crime increases, and so does their sense of impunity.
Can we defeat these networks without severing them from the role played by the lawmakers and politicians that in so many key jurisdictions that prevents them from being closed down?
What's needed in order to really be able to fight global organized crime is we need global institutions. Without these global alliances, without assembling meaningful networks made of law enforcement, and other actors, civil society and all, I think, our efforts are limited.
Is there anything that can be done when registering a company to make it harder for criminals to access the UK system?
There's got to be a combination of transparency and intelligence, that can analyze the data in a way that shows context. Without context, you can have all the data in the world and you won't get what's going on. And this is what journalists can give, the context. And you can start with that small, short story, highlighting one corruption case, and apply that, to many other instances of corruption.
Finally, what do you want from the people in this room tonight?
I would love if you'd, give a little bit of your time, to helping an activist or an investigative reporter in assisting someone in putting out there a database that you might have used years ago and that you can publish, or maybe put out a due diligence report that is, again, not bounded by secrecy. And I'm not sure if you do have the time, but I think every little help, that you could enroll in stopping these guys from doing business as they do right now would be immensely helpful.
Okay.